All right, so now that UFC 317 is done, we have a couple of questions to ask, but the main question that everyone's asking is who's gonna beat Ilia Topuria? Because I'll be real, I don't think anybody does. But the lightweight division must move on, and there are a couple of guys within talks of fighting Ilia Topuria next. To be honest, I don't think any of these guys beat him, but I see certain guys having more of a shot than others. And I think some are more deserving than other contenders in the lightweight division. So I'm gonna break down every single fighter who's in talks of fighting Ilia Topuria next, giving my honest opinion as to how much of a shot they have at beating Topuria, and just overall giving a breakdown of what's gonna happen during that fight. Now, the first fighter we have on the list is Justin Gaethje. Is Justin Gaethje really gonna beat Ilia Topuria?
Nope.
Yeah, I don't even think Justin Gaethje is even gonna get a fight with Ilia Topuria, and if he does, he has honestly a 1% chance of winning, and I'm giving it a 1% because it's MMA. Anything can happen. I mean, if anything, Dana White already said that Justin Gaethje isn't gonna get the next title shot. Like he scoffed at the fact that Justin Gaethje was sitting out and demanding for a title shot. Dana White was already like, "Yeah, if you're like threatening to retire, I think you should retire." I thought that was pretty base. And shout out to Dana for saying that. But yeah, it's clear that Justin Gaethje isn't getting the next title shot. Honestly, I think he's probably gonna get killed off by Surukian, anyways. Like Surukian's probably gonna ball him and just take him down, ground and pound him into a TKO. Like I don't see what Justin Gaethje's gonna do to Ilia Topuria, anyways. I don't really want to see that fight. I quite frankly don't care. And listen, this is not me necessarily saying disrespected Justin Gaethje. I'm just saying what a lot of people think. I don't think anyone really cares about this fight, other than maybe like the 2 or 3 diehard Justin Gaethje fans. All right, now up next we got Paddy Pimblet. Now, I think I give more of a shot to Paddy Pimblet just because his grappling's actually really good. But let's be honest, I think Paddy Pimblet's probably gonna get slumped down in the first round, just like Justin Gaethje. I know the UFC put Paddy Pimblet in the cage to like make a promo for a future fight, but realistically, I don't think anyone cares. Like Paddy Pimblet's coming off a win against Bubby Michael Chandler. Like Bummy Michael Chandler win in 2025. No offense, does not really prove anything because I think anybody in the top 10 beats Michael Chandler at this point. That being said, though, this fight is probably gonna happen because Paddy Pimblett is in the graces of Dana White, and I guess Paddy Pimblett's the only one on the massive win streak that isn't in the situation like Armen Surukian. Even though this fight's gonna happen, I don't really care. Paddy Pimblett again probably gonna get slept out in the second round. Like realistically, the only people who are like fully believing that Paddy Pimblett's gonna win are the diehard UK fans. Because outside of that, I don't see anybody like in their right mind picking Paddy Pimblett. I don't know why you would. Paddy Pimblett hasn't done anything outside of beating Michael Chandler and Bobby Green. Like it wasn't that long ago when he should have lost to Jared Gordon. So Jared Gordon to Ilia Topuria in 3 years is no laughing matter. I know Paddy Pimblett is massively improved, but still, I'm gonna say that Ilia Topuria, I probably defend some takedowns, and then honestly, by the second round, Ilia Topuria is gonna crack him with the right hand. We all know that Paddy Pimblett, like yes, his striking's much improved, but he still leaves his chin wide open. He's still very open to getting hit, and I don't think Paddy Pimblett's chin is gonna hold up against Ilia Topuria because Topuria's got dynamite in his hands. All right, now up next we got Armen Surukian, Armen Sarkarian, according to Chael Sonnen. Now Sarkarian over here, he should be fighting Ilia Topuria next. Like he should be the next title contender. I know that Dana White said he's not going to be because he missed weight for UFC 311. And Dana White, in during the UFC 317 press conference, said that the only reason Sarukian weighed in as the backup was to prove that he's like reliable at lightweight. But Sarukian, I don't know. I do think he has more of a shot. His wrestling's a lot better than a lot of people Toporia's faced. Like Charles Oliveira, like I know Topuria was able to easily shuck him off. But Sarukian is a lot better of a wrestler, purely. Like, than Charles Oliveira. I just don't see Armen Surukian having any finishing potential, and I think that's the main problem here. Like, yeah, sure, he can take down Ilia Topuria and hold him there, but it only takes one or two shots from Ilia Topuria for Armen Surukian to be sent to the Shadow Realm. And I think that's gonna happen more towards the third round, where like Surukian's a little bit tired from just like shooting nonstop takedowns and just like defending shots nonstop because like let's be honest, on the feet, Armen Surukian's gonna be a sitting duck. Surukian, again, he's very good, but he doesn't have any finishing potential. He doesn't have a submission threat, which is the other big thing against Topuria. And I can see Surukian just, I don't know, maybe doing well in the first round or two, but then once Topuria gets his reads and his timing, I think Topuria is gonna find Armen Surukian's chin and ultimately put him away. I do say though that he has a much better chance than Justin Gaethje and Paddy Pimblet, but it's not by a long shot. Now, up next, we're going to talk about Islam Makhachev. Now, Islam Makhachev, I do think Ilia Topuria beats him, but realistically, Makhachev's the only guy who has a genuine chance. Like, Makhachev has the submission threat, the head kicks, the leg kicks are all there for Makhachev, and I don't know, Makhachev's a lot more dynamic than every single person on this list so far. That being said, this fight is probably not going to happen. Makhachev is bulking up to welterweight. He's already disclosed how troublesome the weight cut is to lightweight prior to his bulk up. And Makhachev, I don't know, like, yeah, maybe he can take down Topuria, but I don't really see him just dominating Topuria on the ground. And I don't really think if Makhachev doesn't get the finish in the first round, he's gonna have a chance. Like as the fight gets closer to the later rounds, I think Topuria is gonna get better reads. And unlike Poirier, who's like primarily just occupied with the boxing, like Topuria, like yeah, his boxing is his main weapon, but Topuria has other weapons as well. His leg kick's nasty. Uh, his grappling's a lot better than Dustin Poirier's, who primarily just grapples for defense. And his boxing combinations are are a lot better than Dustin Poirier's. Like Topuria again, I just think he's like on a goaded run right now. Like I want to see this fight between Ilia Topuria and Islam Makhachev. I don't think it's gonna happen. I do hope it does. Like, but that means it's either gonna be Islam Makhachev losing to JDM, and then Makhachev's gonna move back down to lightweight, or we're gonna see Makhachev win the belt, and then Ilia Topuria is gonna move up to welterweight for a potential triple champ status. But either way, I think Islam Makhachev, he's the only guy here with a realistic shot. But I still give the edge to Topuria because Topuria is a lot cleaner of a boxer. Topuria has wicked takedown defense, and the fact that Topuria, I don't know, he's just more dynamic than anybody Islam Makhachev has faced throughout his career. Alright, that's going to be it for today's video. Leave a comment down below if you think any of these guys have a shot at beating Ilia Topuria, or do you think someone else is going to fight Ilia Topuria soon and potentially beat him? I'll be real, I don't think anybody is within featherweight or lightweight, but I don't know. It'd be interesting to see who would be like a legitimate challenge for Ilia Topuria because I don't think anybody is right now. Maybe Islam Makhachev if he moves back down to lightweight, but I don't really see that happening. Like he's already bulking up to welterweight, and it's not like Islam Makhachev has really been excited to move back down to lightweight right now. But who knows? Maybe the UFC will make that fight in the future. But yeah, other than that, make sure to like and subscribe. And until then, I will see you guys next time. Peace.
Nope.